to check out the Cloud Massage foot and calf massager with heat. Okay, so this thing is pretty cool. I've tried it out for a little bit before I would give a review. I really wanted to have honest feedback. It does come with a little remote right here, and that allows you to turn it on. And also you have the pressure for squeezing. Then you have sway. It actually does like a thing to kind of squeeze your feet and then roll your ankles a little bit. I really don't feel like it's significant enough to increase any type of range of motion. And just to give you a little bit of a backstory, I actually do have a diploma in massage therapy, so when I'm talking about range of motion and things like that, I am talking with a sense of a bit of education when it comes to range of motion and manual stretching and stuff like that. So then you also have the roll. This is under your feet, your vibration, and then you have heat, and you have different programs. So I'll go ahead and light it up, and we will look at the different ways that it actually kind of communicates to you from these right here. All right, so when you turn it on, you're gonna have, we're just gonna actually hit program. We're gonna cycle through all the different programs. So this is with everything on, which this right here is your pressure. The more you hit it, the more it squeezes. This right here is, whoops, sorry. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. This is the sway. And it gives you a little more or less. So like I said, you can hit it there, or you can actually just hit it on the remote. It is not blinking, by the way, in real time. It's just the camera speed. So then you also have your roll, and that's the feet. You can actually see the vibration. There's like a little something in there, probably like popcorn or something. And then you have higher vibration, heat, and heat. Now the heat gets actually really hot, and then you can just cycle through. So there's everything. There's just simply the squeezing, and you can see it actually squeezing as well. I'll leave it on just for a second. You can see how much it actually squeezes. Can you see it squeezing? It's pretty intense. Alright, so the cool thing is you can put your feet in here, or you can actually sit down, and this is pretty cool. I'm trying to do this all with one hand so I can show you guys. You can also put your calves in here, or you can put your arms in here. Now the other thing you can do is this has a rolling piece right here, so you can actually do this, and then you can prop it in different angles and positions to allow you to get your feet and your arms in there. So I don't really care. I sit on the ground. I feel like I get a better angle with it when I do it that way. Comes with power to a brick, and then brick goes to the wall, which is nice because sometimes these have a shorter, sometimes these massage units have a shorter cord, which makes it very frustrating, so you need to have like an extension cord. So that's all the features, and you can see even in the photo how you can prop it up if you wanted to sit down, but I didn't find that I got the right pressure. Now I'm going to be honest with you. My wife has used this. She's 5 foot, about 105 pounds. I'm 5'5", about $165, and pretty meaty. So I really like a good squeeze. She complains that it's too much. So she says she's not a big fan. Now I'll tell you, when I turn it on, this roll right here, there has been no amount of pressure that I have enjoyed it. So when I have done it to try to get any type of rolling under the bottom of my feet, I literally stay on the lowest pressure. because this thing freaking hurts. I'm just being honest. My wife used it. She said the same. I said the same. I am, other than the squeeze and the heat even gets a little intense. So it's rolling right now. You can see my feet moving. So it's rolling underneath my feet. But when that thing's on high pressure squeeze, dude, it freaking hurts, guys. And the price point on this, when you go on Amazon or wherever you find this at, the price point's pretty crazy. That you would think that this thing would have a lot of like comfort for it. So instead of using hard plastic, like the rollers are just straight up solid plastic. Really nothing, no protective barrier between the two. You would think they would have used like maybe some type of like foam or something underneath that would really get in but not hurt. It's just straight up lumpy. And then the other problem is if you go to a different cycle, so like say I want to go to just pressure, wherever the rollers were underneath your feet when you had the rolling portion on, wherever the rollers were when you change cycle, they stay there. So you would think like when you go to a pressure that they would go back to a neutral position, but they don't. So if they're in a crappy spot, you got to go back to the roller portion so it gets to a place where you don't mind your feet just sitting and being squeezed. This is literally the only reason I would even use this. I'm telling you, the sway does not have any real benefit as far as, like, I'm not locked up. So maybe if you have a locked up ankle and you put some high intensity on there, then sure. But I'm not locked up in my ankles, so I don't find any benefit to the sway. The foot roller hurts. The vibration is honestly insignificant. They have vibration plates. They have things that are made for your feet to vibrate, which I never like because it make my feet itchy and tingle. But I don't feel like the vibration has much to offer. It's just loud and obnoxious. So let's see. Now here you can do the sway. Let's see if we can do sway. Yeah, you see how it's moving my ankles left and right? It's very insignificant. So it's like a lot of bells and whistles that, and once again, the rollers are still stuck from where they were, and it just freaking hurts. So I'm going to turn that off. I just like the pressure. And then you can go through, like I said, the cycles, and you even have a demo mode. So demo mode's going to take you through everything, and you can just click that. So, you can screenshot and scan that QR code if you want. You guys, if you're looking for something like this, I would tell you this doesn't have any extra. The squeeze is great. That's about it. The pressure on the squeeze is great, and the most intense squeeze. I love that, and that is literally the only thing I like about the whole thing. I cannot believe the price point for it. It's in the hundreds. Mine was in the 200s, and I think it's way too painful to keep, so it is going to be going back. But I know a lot of people may be looking into these, and at $200+ I just think that there are a lot of better options that would maybe have less but do better at what they do. And then the only other thing I do like about this, my wife and I have another one that it has, like, it sits up this high. So it has this whole bottom unit, but then instead of being able to lay it flat, it actually comes up this high, and then it's just super bulky and in the way, and it's really obnoxious to try to hide or move around the house. And so that's the only thing I like about this. I mean, the profile of it, to give you an idea, is literally a little bit above my hand. So that's kind of the nice part, is it is smaller, it's easier to put away, but it's not going to end up staying a member of this family, I'll tell you that. Would I buy it? No. What's my honest review on it? It's just another massage gimmick thing that's overpriced and hurts like a mug. Anyway, that being said, you guys, I hope that hope that helps you kind of get a little bit of recon on it before you consider buying something like this. If you're unsure, even with my review, give it a try. Amazon always has a great return policy if you are a Prime member, and like I said, it hurts way too much to keep, so it's going back. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys subscribe and enjoy the rest of my videos.